Aid organization, the Gift of the Givers, has rushed to the rescue of another community in dire straits. A fire engulfed the Imizamo Yethu Informal Settlement on Sunday, destroying some 60 structures and displacing about 250 people. For more on the relief efforts and just to get an update of the situation on the ground, we're joined now by Gift of the Givers Western Cape Project Manager Ali Sablay. Ali, good afternoon. Welcome to today and thank you very much for your time. So what's the latest you can tell us about your relief efforts in Imizamo Yethu? What have you managed to support the community with?
Thank you, Dan. Situation on the ground at the moment, people are frustrated, they're impatient. When we got there, they asked us immediately if we could coordinate a meeting with national government and provincial government. You must remember this area specifically, the Madiba camp. I think for the last 5 years, Gift of the Givers has responded for the 7th time to the exact area of a fire occurring. And this one has occurred just past 7 last night. We received frantic calls from community members asking for our assistance. Disaster management teams then confirmed the place is on fire. Our teams are currently on the ground. We will be providing the families with hot meals, blankets, mattresses, toiletries, and baby care packs. And we will be there for the next 3 to 4 days until community members have been completely registered. Thereafter, SASA will be taking over in terms of the humanitarian aid. But the main concern at the moment for them is having a roof over their head, because some of them have just recovered of buying material to build their homes after the recent fire not too long ago, and they're in the same position they were as previous years.
Yeah, so I guess a roof over their head is going to become the next big thing, and hopefully the local authorities will move swiftly. You say when you arrive there, Ali, they ask you to set up meetings with the local authorities. But that's not your remit. But are you going to assist in any way in connecting them with the right kind of authority?
Look, because we understand their frustration. There was kids who when we arrived there first 7 to 10 years ago. The kids are now youth. They all know our staff by their first names because of all the times we've been to the area. We told them we'll try to communicate the message to the relevant authorities. I have made contact with the National Ministry of Human Settlements to give them the message what the residents are saying. They'd like to have a meeting with them because there is vacant land available that was earmarked for housing. But there's a dispute between provincial and national, and that land is standing for the last 15 years empty where houses could have been built. The population is increasing, but the people are still staying together. Single structures have now become double-story structures. That's why it's so difficult to register the victims at the moment, because to get the amount of names through to get this humanitarian aid. So you can just understand the frustrations. In split seconds of a neighbor's mistake, it affects hundreds of families. So people's lives have been lost in the past, and people's livelihoods are completely destroyed, and it takes them years to get on track again.
Yeah, this parcel of land, this piece of land you say has been lying fallow for 15 years and there's a dispute between national and provincial authorities. Is it nearby? Is it near Imizamo Yethu Informal Settlement?
It's right across the road. It's literally less than a kilometer away. And the nice part is, in this plot of land, roads has been built already. You can see the vacant property standing empty. And that's what the community leader showed us this morning. You know, if we can just get them to kickstart this, because, you know, they said some of the people has passed on already who's been on this waiting list. They suffered in the same, and they wouldn't want their children to go through the same circumstances they are going through. Some of them are saying they're sending their children to go stay with other family members because of the trauma the children are facing. Every time a bottle falls outside, or every time someone shouts, you'll hear children screaming, shouting, fire, fire, because they're scared. They would have to escape and go through that trauma again of evacuating their homes and coming back to nothing.
Okay, now that's on the effort of the land. Good luck to your efforts there locally as Gift of the Givers in assisting the community to hook up with the right people, and hopefully somebody somewhere will begin to move on that land. But back to the immediate needs, what more do you think you're going to be doing for the people in terms of relief efforts? or what more do you think people should be able to donate to assist you in Imizamo Yethu over the next few days?
The main need we require at the moment is bottled water, toiletries, school uniforms, lucky at school holidays now, school uniforms, school stationery, food parcels once this family move back in. And if there's anybody that can assist with building material, as we know, a building of a house is not going to happen overnight. These people have been waiting 15 years already, but they asked us to appeal for any building material so that they can just, because they're all staying scattered at the moment, so they can bring their families together and put a roof over their head. So building material will also be a big need at presently.
Yeah, for how long are you going to be on the ground, Ali?
We will be there for the next 5 days to provide the families with their daily meals. Hopefully by then, SASSA will be done registering the people, but before they can do that, Home Affairs needs to come on board in providing these people new IDs, new documents. Thereafter, when we are done with our 5 days, the humanitarian aid from government kicks in. So hopefully that process can be sped up.
Okay, give us the numbers as we conclude, Ali. I said in my introduction about 60 structures there have been destroyed in Imizamo Yethu Informal Settlement, and some 250 people have been displaced. Are these numbers correct?
That's correct. 60 structures have, we were there till about 15 minutes ago. It is confirmed 60 structures, close to 300 people displaced. They say that they're just doing a final countdown now to see if they've not missed anybody. Some were partially damaged, but they are not so bad where it can be counted as a structure being destroyed. So 60 is the confirmed number, and close to 300 people displaced.
Okay, Ali, thank you very much for your time. Oh, by the way, since Friday, I understand our Muslim community has began the holy month of Ramadan. We wish you well, and the rest of you in the gift of the givers, we wish you well over the holy month of Ramadan. Thank you very much, Ali Sablay. He's a gift of the givers Western Cape project manager, just giving us his take on what's been going on. He was 15 minutes ago, he was at Imizamo Yethu Informal Settlement. The need is still big. If you are able to do your part, please donate to the gift of the givers, and they'll be helping the people on the ground which much needed supplies.